Inserting and editing data. First thing to do is insert the data in the Excel. In this case, we start from the subject name, which is MAPE, then the 8th grade, section Emerald, and last name, and so on. Now that we have the entire data, we will first find the average of every student in MAPE class. To do that, you must type an equal sign followed by average. Then you can type C5 colon F5 inside the parentheses to see the average. Or you could just drag from C5 to F5, which is easier. To find out the average of the rest, you could just drag from the first outcome up to the last name in the list. Instantly, you will have all the student averages. Now we'll do the same procedure on the average for each test. We start from C5 to C21 to see the result. Then we drag it also to see the rest outcome. This time we'll find out the number of students that took each exam by typing in an equal sign along with the word count. Then we highlight the C5 up to F5 to see the counts of students who took the test. Now drag it until the health test, and then you will see the rest of the count. Now we go to the minimum test score. We now again highlight C5 up to C21 to see the result. Now we got 0 and then drag it to see the minimum score of the rest of the test. Now, in contrary, we now find the maximum test score. Same procedure. Then we find out that the maximum test score in music test is 98. Now we'll find out the rest. We go back to the student average. I only want to see 2 decimal places, so we highlight it and right-click to format cells where you could see general option, number option, and others. We click on number, then adjust the decimal places to 2. Now there you have it. We have 2 decimal places for student average. Now we don't have to do that for the average for each test since we already have 2 decimal places in it. Now we add some spices. We start off with bolding the highlighted text. We can either click this B figure here or just Control B. I will show you how to merge cells. You highlight cells, then click the merge and center tab above. Then we do the same with the grade and section under the MAPE. We can also adjust the width of each cells by dragging the lines in between. I will also do it with the student's average. Or you can highlight the columns you want to adjust, then right-click to change the column width according to your preference. So here I'm going to adjust it according to my preference. You can also add color fill on the cells you choose. Here I want to color the subject name green and the grade and section with lighter green. I'd like to add borders on my table so I could see it neatly. I used all borders, then I highlighted it again to have a thick box border. As for this one, I merged it to avoid confusion in looking at the table. I'd like to make the MAPE size 14 and change the font, then turn it into Baskerville. Same goes with the 8th grade Emerald. Now you can place the headers on center, right, left, but I chose center. I will also centerize the student's last name. That's it. I'll just show you how to rename the sheets. You can now type 8th grade, section Jade. Now I will show you how to make or insert a graph in Excel. You can highlight the data that you want to see in your graph, but for my case, I want to exclude the total items sold per month because I don't want to see that in my graph. You can either right-click or click the Insert tab and choose the chart you want. To make it easy, you can just key Alt and F1. Then now you have your chart. You can place it right here and place it there, place it anywhere you want, but I chose to place it here. I will adjust its size like this to make it visible. You can also change the title. Then place the legend on the left side or right side. There, I place it on the right side. There's a variety of options here in case you need it. There's a data table if you want to see all the details. There is also the data labels if you want to minimize the details. It depends on you whether you will use them or not. But for me, this is enough. You can also add some pictures. Now I choose the PUP logo and I will place it on the chart. You may adjust it if you want. There you go. In chart tools, you can change the design of your graphs, charts, etc. There's a lot of options here and you can pick whatever you want. And I'll choose this one. Now I will just have to adjust something. Here, I'll adjust the legend back to the right side. You can also change chart style. You can change it into line graph. But I prefer it to be in bar graph. After, you can simply copy the chart and place it anywhere you want. You can place it in Excel, you can place it in PowerPoint, Publisher, etc. And there you go. That's how easy it is to make a graph or chart in Excel. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something.